You know, when I was a teenager in the 1970s, I heard a song. I knew it by the Carpenters, but in fact, I know it was out before by someone else. But the line went, "There's a kind of a hush all over the world." Now, I realize that hush does not extend all over the world. There's a lot of crazy things going on in the world right now. But tonight, in my backyard, there is kind of a hush. And even though I can't fix the world right now, I can enjoy this moment because I'm borrowing this line. There's a kind of a hush. Because winter lets us do that. It lowers the volume on everything. Robert Louis Stevenson wrote in his poem Wintertime, "Late lies the wintry sun abed, a frosty, fiery, sleepy head. Black are my steps on silver sod, thick blows my frosty breath abroad, and tree and house, and hill and lake are frosted like a wedding cake." That's nice. Winter doesn't rush us. It teaches us patience, whether we ask for it or not. The snow had begun in the gloaming, and busily all the night had been heaping field and highway with a silence deep and white. That's James Russell Lowell's The First Snowfall. Yeah, there's tenderness in the snow. It's not loud. It's not demanding. It's just quietly present. Here's a little something I wrote. The world grows still beneath soft snow. The winds speak low, the cold winds blow. Footsteps hush and hours wind down as frost crowns fields in a silver crown. Mother Nature says, "Hey, slow down." The sky drapes earth in crystal white. Days grow shorter, hearts grow light. The busy world looses its vow. Breathe, be still, be present, now. Mother Nature says, rest a while. When Mother Nature says wait, you have to. I step outside where drifts have grown. My car sits stuck in ice and snow. The winter whispers, soft but great. The road can rest, and so can your fate. Mother Nature says, Dale, you have to wait. I meant to go, but couldn't move. The icy road refused to prove that rushing on was worth the strain. So I stayed home and let stillness reign. Yeah, sometimes the delay, that is the gift. Robert Frost knew that. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not mind me standing here to watch his woods fill up with snow. The woods are lovely, dark, and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. And you know, the roads aren't clear yet. My car still isn't moving, but, before too long, the roads will be clear. Traffic will start back up, and life will have its quickness coming at us all over again. The roads are clear, I'm free to roam. The ice has loosed its grip on home. But now I see what I let slip. That quiet day, that restful gift. I should have lingered in its drift. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. How often do we get a break, and instead of taking advantage of it, we squander it, we worry, We worry about the fact that we're not moving, that things aren't going the way we thought they should have, but maybe they're going exactly the way that they should have gone all along. Sometimes winter doesn't arrive to disrupt our plans, but it does loosen our grip on them. And when we can't do anything but watch the woods fill up with snow, well, we have no choice. We have to calm down. It comes to remind us that not every moment is meant to be filled up. Not every silence has to be broken, and not every pause that happens is actually a delay. I find a lot of value in stillness, in unhurried hours, in watching snowfall. Yeah, I love watching the snowfall. I love listening to it without needing it to mean anything more than this quiet moment right now. Oh, the world keeps moving, but for a little tiny bit, we're allowed not to. We can sit back, and in that slowing, we may find something we didn't realize we've been missing. A quiet pace, a softer pace, a nice place, a steadier breath, and a gentler way of being in the day. So maybe this snowstorm wasn't an interruption. Maybe it was an invitation for us to pause, for us to breathe, for us to listen, for us to let the world soften for a while, to kind of take in that hush all over the world. The woods are lovely, dark, and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. I'm Dale Powell. Enjoy these quiet days. They truly are a gift, that spirit of the quiet days.